Hey guys, how are we doing? So I've been really enjoying the censored gaming videos on, like, the anime shows in the past, like all the differences, the Pokemon ones, the One Piece one was good, um, and I noticed that they've got one called Why We Don't Hear from 4Kids Anymore. So obviously you got the censorship stuff and that, and I'm pretty sure that won't be the reason why. Um, I, I don't even know. I shouldn't have even. So yeah, let's just get into this, because I've been really enjoying the differences in that, the Yu-Gi-Oh ones as well, the class as well, the differences in the cards and the actual dialogue and things like that. So I'm super intrigued as to see what actually happened to 4Kids for them to not exist anymore. So let's get into this. Why we don't hear from 4Kids anymore.
4Kids is a name that no kid from the 90s or noughties could avoid. US production company was responsible for bringing countless hit anime shows into the English market, including Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, and Sonic X. The turn of the millennium, 4Kids were king. Riding high from the success of shows like Pokemon, they were named by Fortune magazine as America's #1 fastest growing company. However, jumping ahead to 2007, major falling profits saw the company placed on the FSB 100 Hall of Shame. Quite a difference from their triumphant rule a few years earlier. 4Kids' rise and fall is iconic in the world of anime, and their failings can be attributed to a combination of poor business decisions, bad luck, and even a serious case of financial fraud. To properly go into what happened though, and why exactly we don't hear from 4Kids anymore, we're going to have to go back to the lovable world of Pokemon, which 4Kids obtained the license for starting from the first episode in 1998. As I'm sure you're all aware, to call Pokemon a success would be an understatement. The company struck gold with their licensing deal, which saw them produce all English versions of the anime and movies. Prior to this, one of their most successful shows was WMAC Masters, which was a live-action martial arts series hosted by Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee. 2 seasons and 26 episodes were produced before the show was cancelled due to low ratings and low sales of the action figures. With Pokemon, however, the production company saw more success than they could have ever imagined, and this helped pave the way for 4Kids to acquire the licenses for more and more Japanese anime, which they then adapted for English markets. This adaptation process was something that was very controversial with fans familiar with the original material, with 4Kids being notorious for their heavy editing of Japanese shows to remove not just anything that could be seen as offensive, but also the removal of most uses of text, as well as the alteration of Japanese themes to more Western ideals. Other common 4Kids edits include toning down the use of weapons such as guns and blades, the removal of blood and other scenes of violence, toning down suggestive content such as popular character designs, plus anything else that could be seen as going against their family-friendly principles. However, whilst not winning them many favours with their older audiences, this strict editing of original material isn't the reason for their downfall. You see, the company's troubles all began in early 2006, and once again involves the Pokemon franchise. Now, at this point in time, Pokemon was actually starting to decrease in popularity in the United States, and so Pokemon USA began looking for ways to cut costs. This led to 4Kids being let go when their contract expired at the end of Season 8. Also saw many of the original Pokemon voice actors being recast. With 4Kids losing their flagship series, profits were naturally going to take a hit, and 2 years later we're right back at the FSB 100 Hall of Shame. This was followed a month later with 4Kids announcing that they will be laying off 15% of their workforce, in addition to the early termination of their Fox programming agreement, as well as various other reductions in operating expenses. The company was hemorrhaging money, and whilst they tried their best to adapt and continue, their situation proceeded to get worse, and in 2010 they were delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. This financial hell could be the reason why 4Kids were then found to have committed multiple acts of fraud in relation to the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise and sued for $5 million. An audit showed that 4Kids had made various secret licensing deals, which they then made large amounts of money on, but didn't disclose or give any of this profit to the original Japanese creators. This saw them have their Yu-Gi-Oh contract terminated, which at the time was their largest franchise, and they were forced to pay up. Then only a few weeks later, 4Kids announced that they had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in an attempt to reorganize the business and pay their debts. 4Kids then set out to sell their assets, which saw the emergence of 2 companies, Saban Entertainment's Kids Co. and Konami's 4K acquisition. The 2 companies started a bidding process on 4Kids licenses, and on June 26, 2012, a decision was finalized which saw their assets split between the 2 companies in a deal worth $50 million. Through the deal, Konami gained the US rights to the Yu-Gi-Oh anime franchise as well as all of 4Kids' other Yu-Gi-Oh assets. Saban, on the other hand, acquired the agreements for Dragon Ball Z Kai, Sonic X and Cubics plus CW Network's Saturday morning programming block. Following the deal, 4Kids were able to pay off their debts and come out of bankruptcy. However, with now most of their licenses gone, it wasn't going to be easy for them to become successful again, and they needed to make some big changes. And so, changing their name to 4 Licensing Corporation, the company unveiled their new business venture to the world.
Oh my God.
It is called Isoblocks, and it is built for youth. Softball players, baseball players, pitchers specifically, and while the company is working out the kinks to get major leaguers on board, finding a style that everybody can wear here in the big leagues, Alex is putting his name right now behind the youth, and you can buy this product at Dick's Sporting Goods on their website as well. It is merely $60. Just that will protect yourself from brain injury. Now, here's more from Alex.
Oh my God.
Becoming part of this evolution to get big leaguers to wear a headpiece like this, but starting now, in the meantime, protecting our youth.
What?
Unfortunately for 4 licensing, Isoblocks didn't take off like they hoped. The next few years
Really?
saw 4 licensing fall on harder times than ever, and just last year they have now yet again filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This time though will likely be the last time, with their press statement explaining that management does not currently anticipate any recovery for shareholders. 4Kids editing practices are something that left a sour taste for many fans, and for those of you who weren't aware of what happened to them, and why we don't hear from 4Kids anymore, there it is. That's how this once highly successful company came to an end. Until next time, thank you for watching.
That was amazing. I can't get over that. So, we've gone from a cartoon distribution company to protective headgear. I'd love to have been in that meeting. Imagine that. What do we do next? Protective headgear. Shut up, Barry. No, maybe he's got a point. Oh my God. Do you think so, Steve? Yes. Barry might be a genius. Don't know where that come from. Anyway, I thought it was quite entertaining. That's what happened to 4Kids, why we don't hear from them anymore. I really enjoyed the Censored Gaming ones, and like I said, if they do any more of the differences between the episodes in like One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, etc., I will react to those because I find them very interesting. But I seen that and I thought, you know, goes with the theme of everything we've been watching these last few weeks. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. What did you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below, let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. I'll see you guys, yes, all of you guys, next time.